Welcome to Talking Need TV. My name is Mashawn and I am in recovery. Voice is deep. Voice is not already there. I've been doing lots of screaming, as y'all can imagine, the past few days. So, today I'm eating mangoes. I ain't cooking shit. This is your reminder that you don't gotta cook if you don't feel like it. Make a smoothie, eat some fruit. Fruit is the perfect fast food. I mean, look at these mangoes. Like, God really did that. I should have showed y'all how to cut these. How I cut them like this. That way I could just eat it straight off the skin. But yeah, I mean, God did that. Fruit, skin, come in its own packaging. Fruit is the best fast food. All right, that's my health rant for the day. Now, y'all, as you all know, I went to the Walking Dead live finale event in Los Angeles, California. I swear, like, all this time I've been living in LA, it was worth it just to be able to go to the Walking Dead live event. Because if I would have got that information last minute like I did, and I didn't live in LA, I wouldn't have been able to make it. And I would have been heartbroken because I already been beating myself up about not being able to make it down to Sonora before they take down the walls, because I want to see the Alexandria walls in real life. But yeah, so let's get into it. Let me get into these mangoes though, because I'm so hungry, and these is ice cold, so good. Mangoes is one of the fruits that I definitely prefer fresh. These are Ataulfo mangoes. These are my favorite ones. I don't like the big green ones. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I will not be yelling today. I need my voice to come back. If you don't eat the mango meat off the pit, what are you doing? Ain't nothing like a fresh mango. Now, so Gimple announced the Walking Dead live finale event. I want to say it was San Diego Comic-Con. I don't think it was New York. I want to say it was San Diego Comic-Con. And ever since Gimple said that it was going to be a live event, party, celebration, whatever for Walking Dead, I was like, oh, I have to get in, like, because the way he was saying it, it made it seem like fans was gonna be able to be there too. So that's how I found out about it. Ever since Gimple said they was doing the thing in LA for the Walking Dead finale, I was like, okay, well, I need to figure something out. I don't know when, I don't know where, but I need to get in. And he never brought it up again after that. And I was stressed out because I need to go. Y'all been here for what, 3-4 years? Walking Dead is my favorite show. Like, I need to get in. This is not a game. And when Gimple had said they was doing an event in LA for the end of Walking Dead, it made me think about when they did the Talking Dead event for 701 at the Hollywood Cemetery. Saddest episode of Talking Dead ever. So that's what it made me think about. So fast forward to about a week ago, I heard through the grapevine. Now, really, God orchestrated this perfectly for me. Wasn't nothing but God. But, gotta say shout out to Tamaj. One of my fellow Walking Dead reactors, y'all know Tamaj. We was doing the fandom spotlight panel that we've been doing every week for years. You know, we do the fandom spotlight panel for Walking Dead every week, talking about the episode. And me and Jack usually be still on the Zoom call hours after the Zoom call ended, just on there talking shit. And about a week ago, me and Tamaj were still on there talking shit. We hadn't got off the Zoom call yet. And he had said how he saw this girl tweet that she basically RSVP'd to the Walking Dead event. He had brought it up. I said, send me her Twitter right now. Because I was finna lose my mind, because I had been looking everywhere on Twitter, Instagram, scouring the internet trying to find any information on this event to see how I could get in. So it was funny because we were just about to get off the Zoom call. And if I remember, I will put it up on the screen what my RSVP email looked like. So Tamaj sent me the girl tweet where she had tweeted her RSVP. I think she had said something like, oh my God, does this mean I'm going? And it was like, you know, you RSVP to the Walking Dead live event or whatever. And I don't even know this girl, but she followed Tamaj and I followed Tamaj. So I was like, okay, she in the community. I had DM'd her and I DM'd her, how did she get that? But she didn't end up seeing my DM until after I had already figured it out. So I FaceTime my friend. One of my best friends, don't play with her. She don't watch Walking Dead, but she know how to find shit. And I sent her what the girl RSVP looked like. And all of my people know that Walking Dead is my thing. I'm always on their nerves about watching Walking Dead. And I said, girl, you need to find this, like, please. Because I was literally not going to sleep that night until I got my RSVP email. I FaceTimed her, I sent it to her. I said, girl, please find this. Please find this. Because I can't find it and I can't go to sleep. Like, I was literally finna cry. Because it was like a week before the event. And that girl got her RSVP. And I'm like, well, I don't know how many other people in RSVP. And like, I'm just panicking. I'm just like, I need to get in on this. Like, I need to go. It's not a question. I need to go. So, I swear it probably took my friend 10 minutes. I don't know how the fuck that girl found out where to sign up. But she found it. So, shout out to her. And she sent me the link. And when she sent me the link so I could sign up, I opened the link and it was like the error in the page didn't work. I was like, oh my God, come on. I thought we had it. It was working on her end. And she one of my best friends, obviously, so she know my information. So she signed me up. She put in my name and email. Y'all, I got that RSVP email. You couldn't tell me shit when you could not tell me shit. And I was holding on to this information. I wasn't telling none of y'all that I was going. So, that's why I didn't record a reaction video to the finale, because I was at the finale event. I saw it in real life. And I was talking to y'all on Discord and y'all was saying that y'all would like a rewatch video anyway. It don't really matter. So I have only seen it once at the finale, as y'all saw by the vlog. Make sure y'all watch the vlog, the video before this. And so I will watch it again today. Like, I'm filming the podcast right now. And then I'm about to react to the finale again. And then after that, I'm going to record the podcast about the finale. So we're not talking about the finale today, y'all. But trust me, we're going to talk about the finale because it's a lot to talk about. So, shout out to my friend. If she wouldn't have found it on the internet, wherever she found it and signed me up, I wouldn't have been able to go. But that was a blessing. And I bet you it ain't nobody else on the internet that vlogged that event. Obviously, people took a lot of pictures and videos and stuff like that. But as far as vlogging the whole thing, ain't nobody did that but me. Find me another person on the internet that vlogged the whole event. You know, when I do stuff, I like to vlog and I need y'all to feel like y'all with me. So, I had to vlog because I had to tell my people about it, right? Like, I needed y'all to be in on it. So, it was so good. So, fast forward to, I don't know what day it was. Maybe a couple of days before the event. The event was obviously November 20th. I'm filming this Wednesday, today, the day that it goes up. Because I have enough strength now after the past few days to be able to record this video. So, this was when it got real. So at first I had just got the RSVP email telling me that you RSVP. Then, like a couple of days before the event, I got the email with the QR code telling me you getting in. And that's the email that I showed y'all at the beginning of the vlog. So y'all saw that email. Then it got real after that. I was like, I'm going. Like, this is not a game. It's real. So, now let's get into the day of and everything that happened. Now, two of my best friends were just in town in LA with me this past weekend. The Walking Dead weekend. This trip had been planned months ago. So, I wasn't planning on going to the Walking Dead event. Y'all, tell me why. And obviously, too, because there was no day. But we had a trip planned to Disneyland. Sure did. We had a trip planned to Disneyland. And now I'm sitting here like, well, fuck. I gotta go to Disneyland. Tickets paid for. The whole 9 yards. So I'm like, they don't watch Walking Dead anyway, so I wasn't finna try to drag them to the event and have them there. Like, they don't watch Walking Dead. It was literally no point. So we had our trip planned to Disneyland. So this is how my day went that day. All right, all 5 of these pits have had all the meat eaten off of them. No, let me move this back on. Now I could get straight to the fruit. You see how I cut them like this? And then you just eat the meat off. See? So, this is how my day went Sunday, November 20th, 2022. I got up. Me and my friends got ready. And went to Disneyland in the morning. Sure did. Now, that's my 4th time going to Disneyland. And I did stuff that I hadn't even got to do. Because, you know, sometimes rides be closed and, you know, different stuff. So, it was a whole thing. So, I went to Disneyland with them. And I ended up leaving Disneyland. I don't remember what time. But I had already had it planned that I was gonna leave Disneyland, go to Walking Dead, and come back to Disneyland. Best day ever. Disneyland and Walking Dead finale event, live, what? Best day ever. So, at a certain point, I left Disneyland, drove my ass back home, got myself together, changed my clothes. Thank God the Walking Dead live finale event was literally like 10 minutes from my house, if that. When they had sent me the RSV, when they had sent me the QR code email with the address, I was like, fuck yes. I was so grateful for that. So, there was no difference between me going from Disneyland to the event, Disneyland to the house. The house and the event was basically in the same place, so I didn't really have to make an extra trip. That was so nice. So, I'm hauling ass from Disneyland. I'm talking about, I'm pushing 90 on the expressway to my house so I can go home, get myself together, change my clothes, because this is not a game. These mangoes are so good. I really know how to pick them. Oh, these mangoes are so good. So, then y'all, as y'all saw in the vlog, I got there before 1 p.m. Now, what they said was that the line opens at 1 p.m. They said that they are not letting nobody in line before 1. You will be turned away. So I'm thinking, I was like, oh, fuck yes. Because what I was worried about is that I wouldn't be able to get in because people will be camped out. But when I had got the email, I was like, okay, I felt so much better. And I knew that whether they started letting people line up a little bit early or not, I'd still be able to get in. Because the Orpheum Theater literally holds almost 2,000 people. So I knew I would be fine. But when I got there and started, the line was already around the corner. I'm like, really? So, we got there before 1. It's LA, so you know I had to fight for my life for parking. Thank God I ended up finding a parking lot that was literally around the corner from the theater. Like, if the theater was right here and the line was to the corner and around the corner, I was right here in line, and then where I parked my car was right here. Like, it was, I didn't go nowhere from this L shape that whole time I was there for the event, so that was nice. I got in line. It was some black people in line in front of me. I was like, oh, we love to see it. And then it was time to wait for the next 3 hours. I'm so tired, but I'm doing this for Walking Dead. Because what I wasn't going to do is camp out overnight. That's what we're not going to do. I definitely wait 3 hours, easy, even if I'm tired. So, while we was in line for 3 hours, back and forth all around, you know, people from, I guess, people working for AMC, people working for the theater, people working for everything, you know. They walking around, they checking the line, they doing stuff, they on the walkie-talkies, you know, stuff like that, doing what they do. Maintaining the line or whatever. And I'm starving at this point. And as y'all saw in the vlog, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. I'm not new to going to events at all. I'm like, I'm literally finna get me some DoorDash while I'm in line. I'm so hungry. And as soon as I start eating, here come the people with the camera interviewing fans outside. I'm like, really? So I had to sit my food down, because I was going to give me an interview. It wasn't even nothing to talk about. He had started in the back and worked his way to the front. So I'm eating, and I hear him interviewing these people. And I know everybody is not comfortable in front of a camera. I'm just comfortable no matter where I'm at in life. Like, I'm going to be me. This is Michonne. I am the same. I'm comfortable anywhere. And I'm listening to the people with the camera interviewing people, and I'm like, they so dry. Like, why is they so dry? Yeah, all right, Carol. I'm like, girl, what a feeling, what an emotion. Like, I'm just listening to these people, and I'm like, I gotta give me an interview. I gotta give them some energy. Cause these people ain't got the energy today. Maybe they tired. I'm like, they're gonna remember me. So, the lady that was behind me in line here went. And then after the lady that was behind me in line went, I was like, can I say something? So, I was by myself, obviously. If I would have had somebody with me, I would have had them record me, because now I'm mad because I don't know if I'm going to ever see that footage, because I want to see it. Like, I know a lot of people don't like watching themselves, don't like to hear their voice and stuff like that. Like, I love watching myself. I think it's hilarious. Like, I genuinely like watching myself. I really do like my content, because I be like, wow, like, Walking Dead really be having me clowning. Or just anything. I love watching myself, so I hope that footage come out one day, someday. I don't know if it aired, but they had me sign a release form after I had finished. I had sat down and I was finna finish eating, and then the lady came around with the paperwork. Obviously, I signed it. I want the footage to get out. So that's what really got me excited. She had me sign the paperwork, and then had me take a picture with the paperwork. I was like, no, they gotta take care of business. So, in line. Another thing I like too is the organization. This event was very organized, very put together. Shout out to AMC Plus, Canva, all of that. This event was very organized, and you know we love that. They had took care of everything before we ever even got to the door. So, all that time while we was out in line, they went and checked everybody for COVID. So you either had to have your proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test that you took within the last 48 hours. So, they had came down the line already while we was in line, and COVID checked everybody. That's why I had that stamp on my hand. And then they had came back again and scanned everybody QR code. Like, literally everything was done before the line even started moving for us to get in. No, like, no. They did the COVID stamp and everything first. And then, like, kind of right before they let us in was when they were scanning the QR codes. And then that way, by the time we got to the door, that was when they gave us the envelope with our stuff in it. Y'all saw it on the vlog, but I just realized it's in my car. My paperwork, I never brought it in the house. You know, this is October 31st, 2010 to November 20th, 2022. It say RP on one side and Walking Dead on the other side. Got two of them cups, don't play with me. But that's for the end of the video. So, this event was very organized. 12 out of 10, definitely recommend. So, as we was waiting to get in the door, it started getting real. And everything was on time. It was so nice. As far as us getting in and stuff, like everything was on time. It was so nice. But as the line is moving and we going in the building, the black trucks start pulling up. The SUVs, all the black trucks start pulling up, and I'm like, oh my God, I wonder who all here. Like, the windows are tinted, so you couldn't tell which one had which actors in it. You couldn't see nothing. The AMC executives pulled up in a big ass Sprinter van. It was getting real. Once the black trucks started pulling up, they had the street blocked off and everything. It was real. So, I get in there. And they have just turned the Orpheum Theater into the Walking Dead house, and I'm here for it. Posters everywhere, art everywhere, pictures everywhere. I mean, you could not tell me you wasn't in Sonora, Georgia. You could not tell me you was in Sonora, Georgia. Now, the Orpheum Theater hold almost 2,000 people. It was only a couple of hundred fans there. It really, like, if y'all look on my vlog, it was a lot of space. Hundreds of more fans could have been there. What I didn't know until they scanned me, well, they were like, do you have a +1? I said no. So I could have had a +1, but don't nobody watch Walking Dead, so I ain't have no +1. Everybody that was there could have brought a +1 and it still would have been more space. So yeah, that was crazy. There could have been a lot more fans there. I was like, exclusive. Like, I was feeling extra exclusive. I am so grateful that I was able to go. I mean, the stars were aligned, honey. Aligned. It was meant for me to go. Blessing. So, as y'all saw in the vlog, you know, it's the theater. They got it dark. It's moody. They got the lights everywhere. And it's just Walking Dead shit everywhere. The entire first floor, I showed it to y'all on the vlog. The entire first floor was in the vlog. And that little upstairs part too, so I ain't gonna really get into that part because y'all saw that part in the vlog. But it was so nice. It was a whale walker for me. It was a whale walker for me. It was so nice that the actual Walking Dead makeup artist did the walkers. My 2 complaints was they could have did a better Rick and they could have did a way better Michonne. Like, the Rick was better than the Michonne. I was like, now y'all know y'all could have did a better Denai. This do not look like her. The locks wasn't even right. But her 2 pet walkers, them niggas was exact replicas. I mean, they looked so good. Merle was on point. Daryl. All the mannequins and stuff was perfect. Except for Rick and Michonne. So, y'all saw what everything looked like. Now, let me talk about the show. So, now, I'm on LA time, so everything I'm about to say is about to be in LA time. See, when you eat the mangoes like this, you ain't left with nothing but skin. So, damn, I said the times in the vlog and now I can't remember the times off the top of my head. I don't remember what the times, but I said it in the vlog. So, they showed us, well, it came on the intercom a bunch of times in the theater. Please take your seats. The blah, 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 blah is about to start in a few minutes. Blah, 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 whatever it said. Y'all heard it at least one time in the vlog. I do know that. So I was like, ooh, let me go hurry up, use the bathroom, sit my ass down. I'm not missing nothing. So 30 minutes before they showed us the Walking Dead series finale is when they had us watching the whole red carpet. So we was already on the inside. I wish it was some kind of way I could have been outside for the red carpet and still enjoyed everything on the inside, but I wouldn't have been able to do both. But yeah, it wasn't like a thing for us to be a part of the red carpet too. So I haven't seen the full red carpet, but I got to see some of it. So they played the red carpet in the theater, as I showed y'all. And I'm sure y'all saw the red carpet at home because y'all was streaming everything live. And I went in there, I sat down, I watched the red carpet, and then I was waiting on the event to start. And then, I'm trying to think. So, Oh yeah, so I showed y'all the theater. I sat down. So pretty much everybody that had a ticket was on the balcony. Pretty much. It was a few fans in like the very front row where the stage was at. You know how like it wasn't a pit, but you know them little very few rows in the front, and then it'd be a little space, and then it'd be the whole first floor of a theater. So I don't know how the hell they got them spots, because they had wristbands and everything. I don't know how they did their VIP stuff. So if you know, please comment below for me. But 95% of all the fans was on the balcony. And I know for a fact that the actors were on the floor, because Michael James Shaw literally posted on his story when he was on the floor and they was watching the finale on the screen. So the executives, the actors and stuff, the floor was for them. And then except for that little very front row piece in the front where they had some fans that they had wristbands. I don't know how they got that. Maybe they dedicated that to maybe like the first 20 people in line or something like that, probably. But so literally my seat number was 111. I mean, I told y'all the stars was aligned. So the thing kept saying the show finna start in a few minutes. The red carpet was probably already playing before, because when I had got up there, it wasn't the beginning. Everything was already very much going on. So I actually do need to, I will sit down at some point and watch the whole red carpet event. But went up there, as y'all know in the vlog, sat in the wrong seat. Ended up needing to sit in a seat exactly behind that one. And I watched the red carpet. And when I tell y'all everybody was there, everybody was there. Except for Sonequa, Martin Green, Jon Bernthal. Who else wasn't there? Stephen Yeun and Andrew Lincoln. Them four my all-time favorites. I wish Bernthal could have made it. I wish Stephen could have made it. I wish Andy would have brought his ass over here. I don't know if he at home in England or what, but I wish Sonequa would have been there. My girl. And another complaint I have about the event is I don't like how Sasha, Miss Sonequa Martin Green, was not mentioned one time that night. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but I do not recall Sasha Sonequa being mentioned one time. As if she's not top tier. I mean, top tier Walking Dead characters, period. So they need to put some respect on my girl name and don't play with her. Sasha is not talked about enough. So you didn't know who all was gonna be there until Talking Dead happened. So we was watching the red carpet, and you know, they were like, more guests and special guests and Walking Dead characters you wouldn't want to miss. They were so good. So they had played the red carpet, and then Chris had came out, and as you saw in the vlog, he talked for a second. And then that was when we got to watch the finale. Y'all, this event was so nice. It was a bar full of drinks. I don't even drink, but you know, it gives the atmosphere. It was, oh my God, it was so nice. Walker Stalker Con could never. It was so good. So when Chris came out, I knew it was real. Mr. Hardwick came out. So Chris came out. He talked for a second. And then for a few more minutes, the screen was just sitting there. And I'm the whole time like, y'all got to see all of the footage that I recorded. Like, I'm not holding on to no footage, y'all. Everything in that vlog is everything I recorded. Except for like maybe 3 minutes where I was just recording the screen. Because like I wanted to see the screen go black before they played the finale. But my phone was finna die. And shame on me because, so I'm using my camera right now. And I'm hoping the audio is good, y'all. My microphone for my camera is literally on the way in the mail. Like, It say November 25th to December 2nd. I'm waiting on my microphone to come for my camera. I don't really like to take my camera outside the house. This is very much for in the house. Now my phone, I'll vlog on my phone all day because, you know, certain places where they don't be wanting people to record. But like if I got my phone, you know, you could get away with it. Even though the Walking Dead event was obviously not like that. It was lights, camera, action, Walking Dead party. It was a vibe. Just in general, I like to have my phone. And I have 2 phones. Why I didn't bring my second phone with me? My phone wouldn't have died on me and I would have been able to record that little bit of extra shit that I wanted y'all to see. That's my one regret, my one slip up, is that I didn't bring my second phone. Because I would have been able to, and because I only had my phone, I have an iPhone 13 mini. I don't like big phones, my hand's little. I want to be able to type with one hand. With my one little thumb, I want to be able to type on the whole screen with it. So obviously I'm using my phone as I'm there and I'm vlogging. So my phone died as soon as the finale started. So I got to record, no, as soon as the finale ended, because y'all got to see my reaction because I recorded my face when I was crying once it went off. So I got to record everything all the way up until the finale ended, right before Talking Dead started. I got to show y'all Chris talking for his little Talking Dead intro, and then my phone died after that. I didn't get nothing else. If I would have brought my second phone with me, I would have been able to probably record the whole thing on just that phone. And then when that phone died, I could have recorded my little extra on my phone. Damn, so that was my only thing, y'all. Is I wish I would have brought my second phone. It didn't even cross my mind until I think when I was on my way back to Disneyland after the Walking Dead thing. And just like that, 5 mangoes destroyed by me. When you don't want to cook, just eat fruit. Don't go eat a bowl of cereal with that cow milk. Don't go eating all them desserts, all them sweets, all them chips. Now y'all know I'm guilty for eating the chips, so I understand the chips. But I don't have a sweet tooth for like desserts and stuff like that. So anyway, so my hands are so sticky. My hands are so sticky. I need to wash them. But I'm gonna finish this because I don't really got that much more talking I gotta do, but I got some questions I need y'all to answer to. So we watched the Walking Dead series finale live in the theater. And before I sat down, even when I was in line outside, because the people I was in line outside with, they were the people sitting next to me, because you know the tickets were in order that they passed out. And I had already told them, I was like, I'm letting y'all know right now, I am sorry. I'm finna act a fool. I'm finna be screaming. I'm gonna probably jump up out my chair. And it was like, we finna be clowning too. I said, okay, good. So yeah, it was all good. Ain't nobody get mad at me for clowning. Like, it was grown ass men I'm sitting next to in the theater crying. All you hear is, I'm talking about grown ass men and that bitch crying, hollering. Like, it was so good. So the finale is definitely an A+, but we're not gonna talk about the finale. That video is gonna go up Friday. Because I didn't know that I was going to the Walking Dead event, I had to rearrange my content. So, because I was gonna upload my Wakanda Forever video Friday that just passed, but I was like, and I had already had my stuff together for Walking Dead. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna upload that because I got a bunch of Walking Dead I'm about to do when I could just say that for after. So yeah, it was just weird. So the Wakanda Forever video is already done. It's already uploaded to YouTube and I just got it scheduled to post. So that'll definitely be up on time whenever I finally upload it, because I got 3 Walking Dead videos: the finale event, this podcast, and then the podcast for the actual finale itself. So 3 videos this week, and then I'm not uploading shit next week. And then I'm gonna just let the Walking Dead just simmer on my channel in memoriam of my favorite show of all time. So I'm just gonna let these 3 videos sit on my channel Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Y'all already got the finale event vlog. Y'all getting this about the event, the podcast, and then the podcast for the finale. So I'm gonna let these videos sit. So after I post that Friday, I'm not uploading shit till next week Monday. So I'm gonna just let the Walking Dead simmer. And then I'm gonna do Wakanda Forever, which is already filmed. And you know, we're gonna get in the House of Dragon and all that other stuff. And there's some other stuff I'm gonna watch too. So we watched the finale, and I'm gonna talk about everything but the finale. So I'm talking about, it was some people there that was saying that, like, I'm listening to people talking as I'm in the audience with them, and some people were saying that they would have liked to see a time jump with Judith growing up. And I do not agree. Like, I heard somebody say that, and I turned around and I looked at them, and I'm like, no. We've had Judith. Judith is our apocalypse baby. We done had her all this time, and we finally got Kaylee, which is our Judith. I would have been pissed off if they would have did a time jump and gave us another Judith. I don't know that girl. No, I want Kaylee. I don't want nobody else. So I'm happy they didn't do a time jump. Yeah. The part where Sasha fell off the pipe, when I tell you everybody in the audience damn near jumped up out their chair, I'm telling the universal gasp that everybody did when Sasha fell off that wall. I'm talking about, it was, I said Sasha, I mean Rosita. See, because I'm sitting here talking about Saniqua because I'm mad she was not mentioned and she didn't come to the event. But the universal gasp when Rosita fell off that pipe, y'all, I'm talking about, like, it was, oh my God. That was my first time, because, you know, I only watch Walking Dead by myself. Because don't nobody I know fucking watch Walking Dead. So I've only ever watched Walking Dead in the house by myself, or in the house by myself recording myself. So being able to get that community experience for the first time was so fun. Shout out to all the group reaction channels. Like, y'all got it made. Like, I just be in this bitch by myself crying over Walking Dead. That energy is different. Hundreds of Walking Dead lovers, and we just all invested. Not everybody talking as much as me, but like people was kind of talking during it and loud and making noise, and I'm like, this is why Walking Dead reaction videos are a thing, because when we watch Walking Dead, we're gonna talk, we're gonna make noise, there's going to be a reaction. Like, Walking Dead is not a show that you watch like this. That's not what it gives. So this is why Walking Dead reaction videos are a thing. So the energy was great in the audience watching it. So once the finale ended, they let people move. So I was sitting in, like, not the part of the balcony that's at the rail where you could fall over, but the part behind that, like in between the middle walkway. So once the finale ended, I know I'm waiting on Talking Dead. So I saw some people moving and going down. I said, how they get to go down? I got my ass up out my chair, climbed over them seats, and went down to the front of the balcony, and I stood my ass there and waited on me a seat. I was not budging, y'all. I was getting me a seat, because, like, they was letting people sit at first, like, all the way to the left of the balcony in the corner against the wall. No, I don't want to sit right there. I want to sit right here in the middle, in the front, where I can see. I am 5'4.5". I'm not going to be able to see behind over that big ass camera. No, I'm not going all the way to the corner in the front. I'm going to be in the middle of the balcony in the front, where I can look over the ledge and I can see, and see straight out to the stage. And he was like, they're telling me I have to fill up that side first. And I'm just like, well, I'm not sitting over there. All of these seats are empty. No one's sitting here. I'm claiming this seat right here on the end, this aisle seat right in the middle in the front where I can see. And I waited my ass there patiently, and I got my seat. Sure did. And I did not care. This lady asked for my seat. I was like, no, I'm not doing it, because I'm not doing it. I don't know. She didn't have she had the right one that day, because I wasn't giving up my seat. No. I'm sitting my ass right here in the front to watch Talking Dead. So after moving down to the front, you know what I wonder too? I wonder if they would have let people go down to the main floor. And then I had asked the man that, and he was like, no, they're not letting people down there. I'm like, whatever. It was fine. And I'm not really complaining either, because I have literally met all of my all-time favorites except for Andy, Denai, and Saniqua. Like, everybody here that you see, I have met all of them except for Andy, Denai, and Saniqua. So, and really it's looking like Saniqua gonna be the one that's hard to beat. I don't know, but I just want to say it. Y'all know Denai graced us with her presence that night. She not too big. She came on home to us. She still love us over here in the Walking Dead community. Now, you know Wakanda Forever, Black Panther, that's my shit too, because I don't even watch Marvel. But I definitely seen Black Panther and Wakanda Forever. Don't play with me. Very much love that too. But Denai came on home to Walking Dead to us, and I was so happy. Especially y'all coming off like the fucking biggest movie in the world right now. So, I got down to my seat in the front of the balcony, and I'm waiting on Talking Dead to start, and y'all got to see all of that part in the vlog where I was crying from the finale, and then I moved down, and then I recorded Chris doing his intro to Talking Dead, and that was the last footage that y'all got. So what happened during Talking Dead that I want to talk about now, do y'all remember when Walker Stalker went to shit and I was like the only person in the community that didn't know about it? I am genuinely a person in the Walking Dead community that ain't in no drama, ain't in no tea, don't be having no tea. Like, I'm just not that person. I don't like gossip. But as far as like just like gossiping and talking about people is different, but like as far as like tea and just telling me what's going on, like that's different. So I have a question. So let me say what happened during the commercial break. So this was my first time being on Talking Dead. I have never been on Talking Dead ever, and I was literally signing up for every Talking Dead, and I never got a ticket, and I was so hurt. But being able to go to the finale event made up for it, because I went to Talking Dead, the Walking Dead finale event, seen the finale live at the theater, everything. So I'm grateful for that, and I don't feel bad no more that I never made it to a Talking Dead event. So during the Talking Dead commercials, I'ma just say it was so nice to see that, like, we know these actors love each other, but when I tell y'all they love each other, like, I'm talking about Norman got his arm around Jeffrey neck, just sitting there holding him, and just everybody interacting. And during the commercial breaks, like, they'll bring out the actors before y'all even saw them. We in that bitch, screaming. And then like if y'all was watching Talking Dead and after the commercial it was a new actor already out there, we got to see them come out. Like, we were there, we got to see everything. When they were rearranging the set, moving the chairs around, like, we got to see everything. When they were sweeping, it was so nice. And when I tell y'all these actors really do love each other, like, I'm talking about they be holding each other hands, really looking at each other, talking. One thing about Mr. Nicotero, y'all, he gonna talk. I swear, every commercial break, Greg was somewhere talking to somebody. They'll be like 3, 2, 1. Greg running his ass back to his seat to go sit down for Talking Dead. I'm talking about every commercial break, Greg was up talking to somebody. And it was so nice to see that these people really love each other. Like, they really fuck with each other. Like, y'all know Norman and Greg got a whole ass restaurant together. Like, these people really do love and fuck with each other. Like, they do not be lying. During the commercial breaks, they all in each other's face, hugged up, laughing, mwah, mwah, like a good kiki. Like, I know they thoroughly enjoyed the event. But it was this one thing, y'all, and I swear I am not being messy. I am genuinely curious. Like, y'all know me. So now y'all know I hate Lori. Love Sarah Wayne Callies. Hate Lori. Now, for the first time ever on TV, Judith, Carl, and Lori were together for Talking Dead. You know, Lori, Carl, and Judith. That was great. Sarah Wayne Callies came out, and Chandler, it was just so good. So I want to know if I missed anything, because, you know, like, Frank Darabont don't do Walking Dead no more like he did in the beginning, because, you know, it was a little messy and like some things happened, or like, I don't really know all the details, but y'all know he really is responsible for the Walking Dead being what it is today. He was a very big part of it in the beginning. I don't know if, I feel like that might have something to do with it, but I don't know. So Sarah Wayne Callies be like very vocal about the stuff that she like and don't like about stuff that's happened in the Walking Dead journey or whatever. But y'all, I swear to God, when she came out, you know, she was in or whatever, and she was on, I'm sitting where I was on the balcony. She was on this side. Angela Kane was on this side. Sarah made sure she went across the stage. You know, she said hey to Norman and Melissa and Jeffrey. She had said hey to everybody. And she skipped past Angela Kane, y'all. I don't know if that was on camera or not. And Angela was just like. And when I tell y'all, I was suffering from secondhand embarrassment so bad. Like, I don't know if I was the only one that caught that. But I was like, oh, what is that about? Hello? So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments, because y'all be knowing more than me, because like y'all be in the tea. Like, I didn't even know Walker Stalker was ending because it was horrible. Like, y'all are the ones that told me that Walker Stalker kind of owed people money. They mistreated Angel Theory. It was disorganized. It was just a shit show, because I only ever went to Walker Stalker one time in 2018, and that was when I met I met Jeffrey, that just in that one weekend alone, that Walker Stalker 2018, I met Jeffrey Norman, Steven, Cudlitz, Chandler, and Scott Wilson. That was one hell of a weekend. And I remember we, at some point, for some reason, we was talking about Walker Stalker, and y'all had told me what happened. I was like, oh shit. So in this situation, if y'all know the information, I would just like to know. I just want to know why Sarah Wayne Callies ain't dap up Angela Kane. She didn't have 5 her, and Angela was just like, it was so awkward because she was ready for it, but like she skipped her, and I was like, ah, bitch. Like, was it an accident? Like, I don't know. So if y'all know something, please let me know. If it is something, if it ain't nothing, let me know. I just want to know. So that, I was laughing. I want to say it's not funny, but it is funny. Like, I was genuinely suffering from secondhand embarrassment because I was so confused. And I'm like, well, really, it ain't no secret because she did it in front of everybody. I'm here at the event. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. So I don't know. I just want to know why she did that. And Angela was just like it was so awkward. Yeah, I was suffering from secondhand embarrassment. It was so funny. So that was like the only thing that happened that was an eyebrow raiser for me, where I was like, is this something to this? I just want to know. So other than that, during every single commercial break, I'm talking about everybody hugged up, holding each other hands, trying not to cry. They love you. I'm talking about just having a grand old time during the commercial breaks. It was great. And obviously y'all saw everything on Talking Dead. And after it ended, I don't know how many y'all got to see on camera because it was so many, but like, I swear to God, it was maybe at least 50 Walking Dead people on the stage. If that, it might have been more. I'm talking about Stephen Ogg, who plays Simon, came out. The dude that led the Commonwealth Revolt came out. I'm talking about everybody that was already on Talking Dead came out. I mean, oh, excuse me. Before that, it ended. Denai, wait, let me try to get my accent together. Denai Gurira. That's the best accent I can get y'all right now. But y'all, Miss Denai Guerrero graced us with her presence. When Chris Hardwick had said it, when he was sitting there, like, Denai, when he said Denai was coming, I was like, oh my God. I have never seen this lady in person. I've never seen her in person. And when I tell y'all, y'all couldn't tell me shit, it wasn't a game. Like, screaming. Also, shout out to Miss Kayla. Now, all of my people on my Discord, I do need to go through and make sure I send the email to everybody that has subscribed to my website in the past week or so to make sure everybody got the link. Because a lot of y'all are like unsubscribe and resubscribe within like the same week. So I'd be keep steady getting these emails and I'm like, wait, did I send them to Discord? So I'd be confused. So I'm gonna go through everything. And what I might fuck around and do is just send out one mass email with the Discord link just so that everybody got it, instead of individually going through to try to see who I need to send it to, because at least that way it'll be easier. So if you get a Discord link from me and you already got it, just ignore it. So all my people, y'all had a whole watch party in the Discord and I didn't even know until after, because obviously I was at the event. Y'all so cute. But at the point, I don't remember what point it was, I just know it was my highlight. Denai Guerrero came out, y'all. When I tell y'all the theater erupted, everybody was screaming. I mean, the loudest screams that night were from Andy, Steven, and Denai. Like, period. Like, oh my God, y'all. I'm really hurt Steven couldn't be there, but when they played his little video on the screen, I was like, Andy. One thing about Andy, he gonna sing a tune. I was like, fuck. Like, I really was hoping Andy would have been there. At least give me Andy and Denai. Steven, I wanted him to be there too, but like, he don't be doing that much Walking Dead stuff. Like, he didn't go to Fandemic in Atlanta, and I had a ticket for him. So I just wasn't surprised that he wasn't there. Andy, I wasn't surprised, but I was just hoping that maybe just because he was in San Diego to make the announcement, I'm like, maybe he'll come to this too. It's the finale event. I don't know. Like, this is your show just as much as it's ours, Mr. Rick Grimes. So I was hurt Andy and Steven wasn't there, but we got Denai, and that's really all that matters. Because if it was anybody I wanted to see that night, it was the queen. So she came out. We all in that bitch hollering, and y'all saw Talking Dead. And after the event ended, everybody was literally still on stage. Like, all of the, like, the few fans, the little few VIP people in the very front, I'm sure y'all have seen the pictures floating around the internet. They, when it was over, they went their ass up to the stage with their phone. The actors was taking pictures with them, and I'm just up on the balcony like this, just smiling, just looking at them. Denai was taking pictures with people, and then she had like left and got her coat, came back. I'm talking about everybody was taking pictures with people. Cassidy McClincy is so fucking sweet and bubbly. You know, we love her. She is not Lydia, but she could tap into that Lydia energy instantly, and it's insane. She is so bubbly, so cute, so full of laughter. I'm talking about, like, she literally got on her knees on the floor and was taking pictures with the fans that was right there at the stage. It was so fucking cute. Melissa, you know, Norman, one thing about Norman, he gonna take pictures himself. Like, literally during the Talking Dead commercial, Norman would get up with his phone and record everybody. So somewhere on Norman Reed's phone, I'm in his camera roll. Don't play with me. Like, you know, Norman loved taking pictures. They was all doing that with each other kind of too, but Norman, y'all know Norman, he literally has photography books. Like, he's a photographer, so I don't even want to know how many thousands of pictures is hit in his camera roll. Norman was taking videos of us, the crowd, and everything during the commercial breaks, taking selfies with each other during the commercial breaks. And when it ended, they was all taking pictures with the fans. It was so cute, y'all. They had brought out little Herschel. He is so cute in person. That little boy is so cute. Little RJ, so cute in person. He looks much more confident in person than he do as RJ on the show. Crazy. So I'm gonna need for them to figure something out. The show's over now, but still, Rick and Michonne gonna reunite with him at some point. I wonder if they're gonna do a time jump at that point. They might have to. I don't know. But all the little kids came out. Gracie had came out. Pretty much everybody, like Alana, Masterson, Tara, the Pike that affected me the most. Alana came out and I literally was like, Alana, and I was waving at her and she heard me call her name and she looked up and she saw me and she was like, and I'm like, bitch, don't play with me. Y'all know I love Tara. That was my girl. I love Alana. So that was real nice. I'm talking about, literally as soon as she came out, I yelled her name and was waving at her and she paused and she looked up at me and waved at me. I'm like, bitch, don't play with me. That's my girl. That was the only time where I really felt the need to scream. Like, when I meet Denai for the first time, I'm trying to hold her hand, say a few words. Like, I need a moment. So yeah, that was great. Shout out to y'all, because y'all in my Discord was talking and y'all was like, Michonne, was that you that yelled yes sir during Talking Dead? So clearly y'all heard me in the audience during Talking Dead. Y'all know my voice. And it's funny too, because I've seen videos floating around from the event and stuff, and I can literally hear myself screaming, because y'all know I have a real specific sound. Like, I don't sound like nobody. So I could literally hear, ah! Like, y'all know how I be screaming. I literally have heard myself screaming in the background of different videos. But shout out to all of y'all that said y'all heard me during Talking Dead. And it was funny too. It was this one point, because you know Greg was the first walker in Walking Dead and the last walker in Walking Dead. And I definitely did catch that. Like, during the that last little part, that walker, I'm like, look at Greg. Greg has a very particular face bone structure. Like, he just got a very specific face. Like, most times I could tell when it's Greg. Whenever it shows like his face shape for real, I can always tell when it's Greg. And then his hair, obviously, too. But he just, Greg just looked very specific. Like, I've never seen anybody that looked like Greg. And, you know, sometimes where it's appropriate to yell during Talking Dead, and sometimes it's not. Like, I wasn't just yelling the whole time. Like, it was one point, I can't remember if it was during a commercial break or not. I don't remember. I was like, Greg is my favorite walker. And they thought that was funny. And literally not that long after, Chris was like, yeah, someone said Greg a walker. Like, did y'all catch that or whatever? And then that's when Greg was talking about how many times he had been a walker or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I know y'all heard me. But it was just so nice. Because one thing about me, like, I need interaction. I have to. I can't just sit there with my legs crossed and my hands folded for several hours when I'm so excited. Not my camera stopping recording while I'm talking. I can't sit there with my, anyway, like I was saying, I can't sit there with my legs crossed and my hands folded during Walking Dead like I'm not excited. So that was real nice. I'm trying to think of any other memorable moments before I end this vlog. Like, it was just so nice. The event was so nice. Everything was clean. It was organized. The vibes was right. Like, why won't AMC or whatever just put on their own Walking Dead events? Like they could do so much better than Walker Stalker. Like, that thing was so nice. It was so nice. And all the actors was just taking pictures with all the fans. Like, I probably left maybe 15 minutes after it ended. Because I was going back to Disneyland. If I wasn't going back to Disneyland, I probably would have stayed there. They were probably, like, when I left, the people was showing, the artist was showing no sign of leaving. Like, everybody was comfortable talking, mingling among each other. They was all on the stage, and then they would like go to the edge of the stage and take pictures with fans. And I probably left maybe 15 minutes after it ended, and I was just looking at everybody just amongst each other, just basking in the ambience, in the Walking Dead ambience. It was so nice, because I took my ass back to Disneyland. If I wasn't going back to Disneyland, I would have slid my ass down and tried to squeeze my way to the front of that stage to get a picture with Denai or some shit like that. But I wasn't really tripping off of it. But it was so nice. I was just literally on top of the balcony, just looking at everybody, just smiling, just soaking it all in. It was so nice, y'all. It was, and my phone was dead, but it was so nice. Oh my God, that's all I gotta say. It was so nice. This podcast is over an hour, so let me wrap it up. I can't really think of nothing else. Just know that them people really do love each other, and I just want to know why Angela Kane got left hand. Can somebody please tell me? Because I'm curious, and I really want to know, because I thought that shit was so funny. And when I was leaving, I was on the balcony, obviously. So once I had got down the stairs, they were like, "Wait, don't leave." And oh, was it right when I was at the top of the stairs? It might have been when I was right at the top of the stairs. I don't remember. But when I was walking off, this black lady was like, "Wait, don't leave." And they had a whole table with these cups. And she gave me a cup, and I was so happy because, and Denzel Washington voice, I'm leaving here with something. And I was so happy that they gave us them cups. And that is a nice cup. And then when I was leaving, when I had got close to the door, it was more people giving out cups, because, you know, they just giving out the cups at the end of the night. I was like, with this cup in my hand, I was like, I looked at this man, I was like, "Can I have another cup?" And he just gave it to me. Like, he literally didn't even think about it. So this is my extra cup. Don't fucking play with me. I got 2 cups. This one is going to be on display forever with all my Walking Dead shit. And then this one right here on my desk is the one that I've been using and been drinking out of ever since I got it. That's my new water cup. And yeah, it was just nice. They were signing autographs down there and everything. So I got my tickets. I didn't even get a free drink. I still got that. So I got like my nice ticket and stuff. I could put that in the frame. I got my cup. I have the footage. I have the memories. I have everything. And finally, a few days later, I have the strength to record just this podcast right now about the Walking Dead live finale event. I am extremely grateful that I got to go. I am so happy. And our Walking Dead life is not over yet, y'all. You know, we still got a few things to look forward to. And this Friday will be the podcast actually talking about the Walking Dead series finale. And I will be making a grand feast. I mean, a proper soul food dinner.